Yeah. All right, we're talking horror movies. Oh! Ugh. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We need to have a bit of pause.
All right, we're going to do it again.
Right, so what we've tried to do
Yeah.
is this front yard used to be all ornamentals.
Okay.
And so what we're trying to do here, and I haven't showed this a lot in my videos, is turn this into a more, it's not necessarily native only food plants because a lot of these aren't natives, but it's more of an unstructured food forest type area. So you have got some natives in here, that macadamia, look at that, it's in flower
It's
now.
going well.
We have got a few macadamias off it last season, but looks like we're going to get pretty much a ton of nuts off it this season if those flowers hold up. And it's really excellent for the native bees as well as the normal standard honeybees. But native bees are particularly attracted because it is a native. You got some native limes as well. That's there is a key apple. It's
Key
a South
apple?
Yeah, key. Kia apple from South Africa.
Yeah.
I haven't got any fruit off it yet, but you can see the spines and that on it.
He got some thorns like this.
Yeah, because you got giraffes and all that type of thing that eat those. And I'm keen for one day that to flower, but I've got several of them in here. But the reason I planted them is because you've got clay underneath and there's hardly any topsoil, so I wanted really hardy plants. And I've got some stone fruit along here. That's a plum. That's an apple that I grew from seed, and just see how it goes. And then you've got these pigeon peas.
Yeah.
That is becoming one of my favourite plants, and it is a well-known permaculture crop. But I didn't realise just how versatile it was in the cooking department. I'll get you some dry ones.
Yeah.
I made a hummus out of this the other night, and I tell you what, it was as good as any hummus ever.
Yeah.
See, I've got these lentil-like peas. You can eat them green as well.
The green ones are nice. They're actually really nice. They're really nutty.
Yeah. And these are quite nutty too. But you can you boil them up for a while, good 40 minutes or so, and then you can make a really nice sort of hummus paste out of it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and you use it as dips or whatever, but it's a really good crop for, cutting down, using the nitrogen, fixing in the soil, breaking up clay and all that type of thing.
It's a great little chop and drop.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but you can see how thick it is through there. And so once it was just sort of a no area underneath this big Moreton Bay fig, now it's something populated with plants that we can use. You've got a native plum here. That's a Davidson plum, and that's starting to flower. And a bit like the Jaboticaba, it has the fruit along the stems. And the Davidson plum, if anyone's familiar with Rosella and the Rosella plant and the fruit and the Rosella jam, is very similar to this taste.
Yeah, right.
But the plums are a standard plum. They're about that big. They're like a red plum, but they're quite sour, even when ripe. But you add a bit of sugar to them, and I don't mind eating them fresh.
Okay.
But yeah. This is a big mulch pile here. We've used a lot of it for raised garden beds at the moment. But I've got a mate who, if I can't get mulch from our own property, he just comes and dumps it for me because I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Good fresh wood chip and mulch. So these are pecans.
Yep.
We always get quite a bit of pecans out of our trees. I'm keeping them small though. Your pecan can get 40 metres high.
Oh wow.
But I've bushed it out, and I'm keeping the tree at a manageable height so it doesn't get too big.
Yeah.
And they'll start.
See, they're starting to come back.
Starting to bud now, yeah. And got a row of fruit trees along here. Anywhere that I've got sun,
Yep.
I've put fruit trees. Or if an ornamental has carked it or is not working for us, I get rid of it and plant a fruit tree.
Yeah.
This is Yazoo. It's
Yazoo.
a Japanese lemon, and it makes the famous Japanese cuisine, you know, the yuzu vinegar, very famous citrus in Japan. And I was lucky enough to find one. Actually got it from Bunnings. Never seen them again there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm looking forward to this fruiting one day. Should be pretty soon.
Fantastic.
And you can see there's quite a bit of leaf miner, curled leaf, this and that.
Yeah.
Some plants don't make it if they're not hardy enough to make it with just a little bit of love. You know, I don't dawdle over my plants too much. They need to pretty much do their own thing with minimal looking after, because I've got so many to look after anyway.
Yeah.
But generally, they do well with just a little bit of care, and I don't care too much for a few blemishes here or there through some aphids or leaf miner or gall wasp. It's all part of the natural thing.
That's the thing. If they're attacking this one, they might leave your other ones a bit better.
Yeah,
away.
that too. You've got a sacrificial tree.
That's right.
But if you spray, then you're always in a cycle of spraying,
Yep.
because you kill beneficial insects as well.
Keeps the others away.
Yeah,
I mean, it still here is providing a place for bees and whatnot as well, and
yeah,
it's brilliant.
that's right. Yeah. Avocado's suffering a little bit at the end of winter,
Yeah.
but that'll come good again.
Got a lot of flower, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Obviously doing something right.
Yeah. It just
It's
does
great.
suffer a bit in the cold.
Yeah.
This is an endronal avocado.
Yeah.
Next to that is another South African plant. That's a Natal plum, which we haven't got any fruit off yet.
Okay.
There's a couple of tropical apples
Yes.
that will fruit
These are
in
the really
the tropics.
really watery ones. The apples are almost.
This is a golden Dorset.
Okay.
It's actually quite good and dense and tasty.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. And I've made apple vinegar out of it as well,
Yeah.
out of the fruit, because we had so many. That one there is just a standard citron.
Yep.
That was given to me by a farmer who it had just grown naturally on his property. Somehow, they don't know the background, but these grow the original lemon citrus,
Yep.
the citrons, and they grow from seed and grow the same, the true to type from seed.
Yeah,
So this
right.
was grown from seed. It's got some good heritage, so I'm looking forward to that. So you can see I've got this collection of odd plants wrapped in with standard plants, and lots of cobbler's pegs,
Yeah.
which I'm going to eat soon after you've let me know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Got a curry leaf tree. Have you smelt one of them?
I have, but this is bigger than I was saying.
Yeah. Pungent, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Wonderful.
That's beautiful.
Could do with
So-
some trimming down actually, because then it'll bush it out a bit more,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
some new growth.
Oh.
That's a Ceylon Hillberry behind you, starting to bud.
Yep.
Makes an excellent cheese jam, almost like a quince paste.
Like a quince, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a small little berry, prolific, really good hardy plant, and quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
You want to check out a couple of secret experiments I've got going for videos coming up?
Of course, absolutely.
This would be an exclusive, if you call
Yeah.
it that.
You saw it here first.
This one here is not looking the best. It's had a tough time, this tomato, but this is called a gladiator tomato. It's a gladiator Roma. And have a look at the size of the fruit on the things. I might actually pick one off because this one's ripe. Try not to break that blossom
Yeah.
or anything. But check
That's
that
massive.
out. That's gladiator Roma. Wonderful. And the thing that's powering this plant are fish frames underneath.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you got the fish frames in
The fish
pot.
frames were planted at the, they're put in the base, so some soil and some fish frames, and that's the main fertilizer for it. So that's a little experiment, and how many fish frames, how much. So we caught the fish. What do you do with the fish frames? You know, can we make some fertilizer out of it so that you can grow a tomato plant?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Unfortunately, this one's got a bit of a leaf curl problem, but it's still, as you can see, producing some really good fruit.
It's quite incredibly productive, really.
And
So did you have to
yeah.
did you have to dry the frames out or anything, or
No,
you
I
just went
didn't.
straight from?
straight from the filleting table, straight into the pot, soil on top, tomato plant, go for it.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good little tip there.
And here's some strawberries growing in milk. So you can move them around.
Yeah.
Go on, have a taste of one of these. This is what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You won't get a sweeter strawberry than that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like they're not the biggest.
No, but it's this flavour straight
there's
away.
some, that's a nice
What is
one.
That's
Victoria.
yeah.
But yeah, growing in 3 litre milk containers, because we buy them anyway,
Yeah.
you know. So I thought, why not just cut the front out and let them flow out?
So you've got that little bit of drainage hole.
Yeah, just got 4 holes poked in the bottom,
Yeah.
and that's that.
Brilliant.
And
Yeah.
coriander seed coming in.
Yeah.
This is another thing that we really like is green coriander seed.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever chomped on any of them?
Oh, I've not
You
not
like
fresh.
coriander?
I do like coriander.
Have a go at the green seeds,
Right.
and you know, just chew on a few. They just pop in your mouth,
Okay.
and they actually better than, for me. Like they got a slight bitterness to them, but Nina and myself, we really love them. They're like a little
beautiful.
coriander berry.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, if you let them dry out, they get hard and everything, and it's a different spicy flavour.
So I've had the dried ones before.
Yeah.
But I've never had it green.
But if you keep them green, and what I want to work on is a way to sustain that, to pick them green, and keep them. Like you could freeze them in ice,
Yep.
or you could maybe freeze dry them,
Yeah.
or something like that, and rehydrate them. But keep that green taste.
No, that's brilliant.